astrological deck first, and then we're going to get to some numerology. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's get started. This is for Aquarius. Let's see what's going to come out here for you, Aquarius. Oh, I don't like the way that feels, so I'll look at it, but I like it when it pops. All right, so, ooh, you guys literally have solar eclipse at the bottom of the deck. And we have an eclipse tomorrow, I believe. I think it's tomorrow or Wednesday. It says there could be some shocking events that could happen with the eclipse cycle. So the eclipse cycle is pretty much anywhere between the day that it starts all the way through 3 to 6 months after, okay, the eclipse happens. And this is what it says that could happen for you. Some of these things could be a new chapter in your life. It could make you feel a little lost depending on what hit your chart, but this is going to have a huge impact on you here, Aquarius. I totally forgot that this was even in the deck, and the fact that it's about to happen in a couple of days is a little crazy. And then you guys also had the moon card as well. And you guys already know an eclipse is with the sun and the moon and how they merge. But this is what it says. You could feel a little moody around this time. The moon is the mother. So some of you guys may feel that you need to be nourished, okay, or nurtured rather. Um, and like I said, deep feelings that can come about with this solar eclipse. I'm going to see if this has something to do with deep feelings with love, or if some of you guys could become mothers within, the next 6 months or so. Some of you guys could be pregnant already. But there's going to be some huge turn of events that's going to happen here with this solar eclipse and this moon card. We're going to talk about it a little bit later. Then you also have Cancer. This is again mother energy. It says moody again on here. Home, family, nurturing, and birth. So I didn't even know that was because it was flat. So I didn't even know that Cancer was even on the table. And those, out of all the words that were on there, those were the words that I chose. It's like 12 of them on there. I don't know why I chose those. But then it's coming out saying the same thing. So, I mean, I feel like this is going to be I got to see if this is good or bad, right? Not, I don't say bad, but I have to see what this is pertaining to because it's coming out too much, and this is how I know it's really on point. What is this moon concerning, and what is happening with Cancer? You guys already know that talks about your home. Is there a change in your home? And that could be bringing about birth. Like I said before, if you have a baby, then of course there's going to be change in the home, and that's the reason why nurturing is coming out in your reading. But if it has nothing to do with an actual child, then what is happening in the home that's changing? Okay, that's causing maybe emotional stress or high emotion, depending on what comes out in the tarot. But we're going to see. Okay. So those are the few cards that came out here for you. I'm going to be honest. I am excited or just very curious to see what this means. But I'm going to get your numerology. I want to see what comes out here for you, Aquarius. Let's get Aquarius numerology. Okay, so your numerology here is house number 2, Taurus. And it says this symbolizes the self, and it has something to do with material possessions and money and physical resources. Okay, so we see that your money is here. We see that your emotions are here and something dealing with your home. And solar eclipse is saying that there's going to be a huge shift in these areas. So I want to know what is happening, Aquarius. Okay, this got a little specific. Did not expect that with your reading. So let's go ahead. Let's get into it. We're going to start with this moon card. It's not that I'm clarifying it. I just want to see what hits it or what lands on that card. And we'll see. Second house talks about your valuable possessions. Um, I don't know. I got a feeling what this is, but I'm not going to say it. Wait a second. Let's see what comes out here for Aquarius. Aquarius. Oh, one at a time, please. All right. So you guys have the 8 of Swords coming out hitting the moon. Okay. And then what was this? Yeah. Okay. Makes sense. So you guys, this was by accident because I don't like when 2 come out. You guys had the 3 of Cups in reverse and then the Page of Swords. And the 8 of Swords isn't the same as what I just saw, but the 8 of Swords does talk about that moody energy. Now, remember when I said that the moon talks about high emotions and feelings, we already said it. And the same thing here with Cancer. So some of you don't like where you live. You feel maybe the place is too small or you want to expand. There's some restriction dealing with where you stay. Or this could be just your feelings too, because we haven't gotten to the home part. But this could be just how you're feeling. Like a lot of things that you have been wanting, you have not been able to obtain, which is the reason why the second house is here. How you feel about yourself based on the things that you're able to possess. So again, possession is also because Taurus is Venus. That talks about love too. Someone holding someone's hand is also in somewhat of a possession. It's something that you can hold, it's tangible. So some of you could be in this energy because of either money or love. But if these are both mother energy, so some of you could be dealing with a parent or a mother that you have to take care of. You're not able to expand and grow the way you want to. A lot on your mind, actually, here, Aquarius, with this Eight of Swords. But I want to keep going. I want to see what this is all about. Let's see. This is for Aquarius. Oh, yeah. And then you literally had the Ten of Cups hitting the Cancer card. And we said family, home and family. There's a lot of confusion in the home right now. I'm not going to say fussing and fighting. I'm not going to even go there. But I do feel like it's a lot of busyness. It's a lot of confusion going on. This could be with someone that you have a family with. Family has something to do with a husband, or it could be a husband and a wife, spouse with children. But it also can include people that you have children with. So I don't want to take out that dynamic, right? We're talking about people that you have children with, or a person you have a child with, which would be a family setting. But we're also talking about outside of family, mother, father, siblings, that type of stuff. And someone needs to be cared for. They need to be cared for because the Ten of Cups is a Cancer energy, and it talks about that nurturing, home, family, that type of thing. So this is going to be major themes with this solar eclipse. And I'm not saying that because the solar eclipse is tomorrow. I'm saying it because that's what came out at the bottom of the deck. So it's saying for you specifically, you really do need to pay attention to this particular eclipse, because eclipses are destined energies. So I'm going to also get to the love portion, which is amazing because, and I want to talk about it, but remember, Taurus is Venus. And if the Ten of Cups is hitting a Cancer energy, there's love coming in your life, especially if you're single. That could be a part of the expanding energy because Taurus talks about expansion. So it's not a bad thing. For some of you, it is dealing with family. It is dealing with taking care of things with your home. But on a love note, right? If we're talking about with love, this is something that's going to be good because again, it's shocking. It's a turn of events. It's things that you don't necessarily expect to happen. And that makes sense because some of you are in the Eight of Swords energy. You don't believe that this is going to happen, right? You've been stuck. And that's the opposite of stuck. The eclipse releases things. It causes an awakening and causes new chapters to actually happen in your life. So as far as love, whoa. Okay, now I can definitely see that. But we're going to go ahead and keep going. There's been a lot of hardships that you have faced. Some of you guys may have had, I don't know why I saw that, but what is it called? Near death experiences. And I'm not saying it was, most people think that it's something dealing with cars and stuff. For some of you, it could have been other things where you have felt so down. This could have taken you out in a sense. Could be through sickness, depression, or whatever. Some of you guys have really been through it. And so Cancer card talks about how you need to nurture yourself at this time. And part of that really is going to be that solar eclipse energy. Let's go ahead. Let's keep going. This is for Aquarius. One other sign, please. Let's see. Hey, this is the one that came out earlier, remember? This is a child. Pages are children. You got it again. The person is pregnant on here. So not only did you have Taurus, this is also Taurus. You could be dealing with a Taurus, Aquarius. Some of you guys are dealing with a Taurus, or you could be dealing with a Pisces or a Cancer. A mother energy again. It's everywhere in your reading. And, the Page of Swords is saying that there is some type of curiosity with maybe, let's say you guys want to get pregnant. There is like looking up how you can get pregnant. There's a lot of treatments that some women get if they're, advanced maternal age. They can go to certain doctors. They have to do some type of research in order for it to come about. So some of you are at that place because motherhood, fatherhood is very important for a lot of you. And for some of you, this is basically you saying, well, yeah, like I want to become a mother. I want to have a family, but I need a spouse first. I need someone who's going to be committed. And that's a part of the Empress energy. You see your worth, you see your value, which is exactly what Taurus is basically saying, value. Someone will see your value. I feel like there is someone that's very curious about you here because we got to swing back to the Ten of Cups. Remember, that's an emotional fulfillment energy. So this is not saying that you're just out here willy-nilly giving your heart away. This is saying that someone is actually making you feel very emotionally fulfilled. And what comes after that could be the Taurus energy, money, security, love, long-lasting love, especially with this Empress at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Now let's go ahead. Let's keep going. This is going to be for Aquarius. Let's see what comes out here for Aquarius. Oh, geez, sorry, card fill. Now you guys have the King of Swords coming out. Okay, this is it. Sorry, I got to pull my seat up. Give me a second. Now, see, this is the big one right here. See, this is how I know that this is correct. Sorry, guys. This is how I know that this is right. The eclipse talks about shocking events. Well, that's what you see with the Tower. And remember, in the beginning of this reading, we're talking about your mood. We're talking about how you're feeling, your mood, the way that you're thinking. It's because something happened here. Something has occurred. Now, this could have already happened. This could have happened last week. It's still in the eclipse cycle. It could happen a month before. It can happen, like I said, 3 to 6 months after. But I do see something that could trigger you. Okay. You may find out that somebody got locked up. Okay, someone that you love, something like that. Because sometimes the Eight of Swords is not just about restriction; it's about law, dealing with the law, dealing with judges, police, and stuff like that. So I do see, and especially with the King of Swords, that I believe the King of Swords is considered to be a lawyer. So there could be a judgment that you guys don't get. You thought that you were going to get, and you don't get it this round. Okay. Trouble with legal situations, that type of stuff. I can see that being something that you guys are very upset about or will be upset about. But the King of Swords with money, I just feel like there could have been an issue with your finances only because the King of Swords become very intellectual and very reasonable here. This King of Swords needs to make a plan. Okay, something may have occurred with your finances. And the only reason why I say that is because the King of Swords and the Tower card, something that you didn't necessarily expect. And now it has you in your head trying to figure it out. The Eight of Swords here with the King of Swords talks about needing to figure out how to make something work because you didn't expect to pay for something. You didn't expect for a bill to come in or something like that. So you have to be level-headed. There's a lot of emotional energy here. The King of Swords is trying to dry out a lot of that water that's in your reading based on what just happened or what just occurred or what will occur. So you guys are trying to find some type of practical plan for something that you guys were not expecting here. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's keep going. Let's get one more. And you have the Nine of Wands. And you have the Temperance at the bottom of the deck. So this is not bad, okay? This is not bad. The Nine of Wands is letting me know that you guys are going to have to really figure some things out, balance some things out with the Temperance card. I'm not really sure what this is. If this has something to do with romance, it's not the best of romance reading. Because even if there's a lover, someone that you can fall for, there's going to be a problem with two different people. Either you're going to meet someone and you fall for them and they have to choose between you and someone that they've been knowing for a very long time, or that could be something that you're going to experience, Aquarius. So I do see you falling for someone, a potential for a long term. But again, this is a realistic reading. If this is saying that there's going to be of a shake in the foundation, that's going to happen with a lot of different areas for you, specifically with the second house, which deals with your money and your finances. This is something that you guys are going to experience. Not saying that you're going to be broke, it doesn't mean that. But I just feel like there is going to be something that you guys don't expect, something that you have to pay for here. That is what the solar eclipse means for you in this particular reading. Now I want to go ahead and pull one more card. Not necessarily that one. Let's get one more of your numerology. This is going to be for Aquarius. Let's see what comes out. I'm going to take that one for a second, but it didn't flip, but it tried to. Thank you. I actually love these cards. I'm obsessed. I always have like a million cards, like a store, and I never use them until like years later. I don't know why, but it's so true. Here you guys have power number 11. This is going to be a time for you to reevaluate what it means to use your emotional sensitivity. Isn't that, listen, tell me this is not crazy, y'all. Tell me this is not crazy. We were talking, the moon is talking about what? Your emotions. This is what I've been saying the whole time. I was actually pretty shocked to see that because you guys are so much air. And I'm like, why is all of this water coming out? Why is it all of this like feelings and emotions, which is not Aquarius at all. I'm not saying that you don't feel anything. I'm saying that you're more reasonable. You think through things. You don't like to feel through things. You like to think through things. So with this one, it's like you're being challenged in this area that you don't necessarily do. So this is what it's saying. Reevaluate what it means to use your emotional sensitivity to benefit both you and other people. And we talked about lovers, family, children, all of that. Use diplomacy to involve yourself with group dynamics or to open yourself up to relationships. So a lot of you may have been running away from that. So remember, we talked about a choice. You can have a choice between two different people, or it could be very much the fact that a choice to open up yourself for real love. Some of you guys may have been closing yourself off. Sometimes 9 of Wands talk about that. You're going to be feeling things. You may not like it, but you will. Okay. And this is what the solar eclipse is going to be bringing in here to you. The next card here is Sagittarius, number 3. I love this because number 3 is fun. It's the opposite of focusing, which is just something you have to just be mindful of. Okay. But it's also freedom. That's what we talked about with the solar eclipse energy. New chapters, leaving what's familiar, leaving certain things behind. You know what this means for you. I don't know. This is only telling you what you guys are going to experience in some way. Force and matter. You have a great sense of responsibility, which is so true. You lead with discipline in life with certain rules and principles. And it says you're also very attractive. So as soon as I saw Sagittarius, I was like, okay, they're looking good. And this could be something that you guys are going to be doing too, as far as changing your appearance or something like that. Now, when we say force, this is powerful. Forcing the matter. What does that mean? Force and matter. And it's hitting Cancer. They're going to give it to me. Just give me a second. Oh, okay. Well, Aquarius, you are ruled by Saturn. Saturn talks about what? Saturn talks about discipline, which it did say discipline here. In order for you to get things the way that you want, okay, Saturn forces you in a certain position, which means if a relationship isn't working out the way you want and you allow this person to stay in your life, the person will be forced out of your life due to Saturn energy. Okay. Now I'm trying to figure out how matter works, because matter is what you would consider to be matter, but I also feel like it has something to do with the things that are tangible. Okay. In order for you to actually obtain the things that you want, I really do believe that there has to be structure that's going to be done, structure and discipline. Number 3 is the opposite of that. Number 3 has a tendency to be scattered and unfocused, but it does give you freedom, which is the opposite of Saturn. So I feel like you guys can work with this energy It's very fun, but you know, again, Sagittarius is fun, but Saturn is responsibility. It feels like you guys have to be able to handle everything all at once. So you have to force yourself or be more so rebellious to, again, things that are familiar to you, people who are familiar to you. In order for you to experience this new chapter, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just telling you what's here. I'm telling you what I see. And that's the only thing that I can get from that, with that force and that matter. But I love the fact that it says that you guys are going to be beautiful and you need to be flexible, right? I feel like this is what it's saying. And you need the responsibility, you need the structure, you need the discipline, but you also need the fun too. So what does that mean? Equals flexibility. Okay. So that's what I'm seeing here for you guys. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. And again, if you guys are new, thank you. If you guys are new, hello. Please like and subscribe if you're interested in a personal reading. All of that information is down below. Aquarius, you may actually have a love reading. I've completed like 4 of them already. So you guys may be included in that. All right. Thank you guys so much. Have a good one, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.